Unity through sport. Focus, posture, dedication. Just a few of the attributes needed to be known as an international champion. And that's what the best athletes in the world look to bring to Los Angeles as this 2013 World Yoga Sport Championships starts now. Some of the greatest athletes in the world on hand here in the amazing city of Los Angeles for the World Yoga Sport Championships. I'm Harry Chikma alongside Raj Bhavsar for quite possibly one of the most exciting new sports to hit the world of sports. Raj, tell me about the event you have here and that you've brought to Los Angeles.
Well, Harry, I absolutely love this. This is the World Championships of Yoga Asana. So this is the biggest and most prestigious stage in all of yoga sports. And we have athletes from about 26 countries, a total of 98 athletes participating from all over the world. And they come out and they do these yoga routines, which are just so dynamic and they're so athletically challenging. A lot of people don't see yoga as this athletic event, but I promise you this is just like all the other sports you see. A lot of these athletes train for years just to master one little finite move. So, being a gymnast myself, I absolutely love this sport and I'm excited to be here.
Well, Raj actually did compete for the red, white, and blue Team USA at the 2008 Summer Olympic Games. You did get a bronze medal, such an amazing accomplishment, but you also do compete in yoga. How would you compare competing in yoga to the grandest sport, such as the Olympic Games?
Well, it's actually funny. I credit about 50% of that medal to my practice of yoga. If it wasn't for my practice of yoga, I can guarantee that I wouldn't have done my job, the job that I did at the Olympic Games to help the team secure a medal. So, for me, being involved in this, it comes with a lot of gratitude, and I'm almost, just very grateful to be a part of this community. And that's why I want to see this sport progress forward, and I think it can do so. This is one of the world's most ancient forms of exercise. It's been around since before the modern Olympic Games. So, in my mind, I just believe that these athletes deserve the most prestigious stage in sport.
Well, let's talk about the competition. Nearly 100 athletes representing their countries from all throughout the world. We have a junior division, under 11-year-olds competing, also a women's competition and a men's competition. They get 3 minutes for each demonstration during the semifinals, which is on Saturday, and then the top 10 advance to the finals, which will be on Sunday. So tell me how the scoring takes place. Once again, each competitor gets 3 minutes up on the stage for all of the bragging rights.
Yeah, so, an athlete would come out and they were going to do a routine in front of about a panel of 7 judges, and those judges are going to be looking at each and every individual posture and scoring them out of a 10. Every little deduction that happens, little wobble, maybe a fall is a point off, but and if you attempt the posture twice, you only get to score out of a 5. Every other deduction is about a half a point, and then you just add up the scores. It's out of 70. Highest score wins.
And final question here, what can we look forward to? What kind of excitement are you expecting for this event?
My favorite is the optional postures. That's when you get to see an athlete really demonstrate their mastery of yoga asana, and it's their way of saying, here I am, here's where I am on my quest, and it's about being absolutely vulnerable. I promise you that standing up there in front of this crowd and doing a yoga posture is extremely difficult, because the beauty of this sport is in the stillness. It's how well can you control your body and your mind and your breathing, and it's nerve-wracking. Me being a gymnast myself, I know what it's like to perform in front of people, but this sport is very, very challenging in that you have to be mentally and emotionally still.
Well, you heard it from an Olympic bronze medalist from Team USA, Raj Bhavsar. So much excitement coming here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles. Stick around. The World Yoga Sport Championship is coming up next. Unity through sport. That is the motto that the 2013 World Yoga Sport Championships follows.
That whole motto to me means bringing athletes together. in a form of healthy competition. In yoga competition, it's never one mind versus another intellectually or one body versus another physically. It's a personal competition. Every person on stage is judged based on their own personal performance.
Coming here, being with all these amazing yoga practitioners and seeing my friends who are, I mean, these people are like my yoga family. That's unity through sport, bringing people together. Inspiring other people through your yoga practice is unity through sport. Getting together to take a yoga class is unity through sport. I mean, that's one of the main things that I love about yoga, is that there is this social element to it.
And being on the stage competing in front of an international audience is truly amazing for all of the athletes competing for this World Championship.
There is a competitive side to it, yes. However, that is the nature of the game. My personal aim for it is to do the best I can. If it so happens that I get to qualify and that means I make it into the top 10, that's an added bonus.
My goal for this event is to get on stage and just demonstrate what I can do. I think it's a really cool thing to be competing in Los Angeles because I've never been here, and I feel like yoga takes me to a lot of different places.
I find myself always wanting to see poses and see the body bend and go beyond my perception of what I think it can do. That was so inspiring and really inspired me to do more backbending, and I just want to see the sport grow because I think that there's a lot of potential in all of our bodies, and this just helps to unlock it.
Thinking of yoga as a sport has given me is the courage to be okay with being myself and letting people see that, and not being scared to be transparent and to be scared, show that I'm scared, or show that I'm not scared.
And there's no question, the preparation for this World Yoga Sport Championship goes well beyond the mat.
What I enjoy most about yoga, because I finally get to enjoy it myself. I can make friends with myself because yoga really helped me to look into who I am and super aware of what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and my emotions.
Amazing. It feels like I'm just showing everybody what I can do and what my ability is.
I had some friends that encouraged me to participate in the competition, and it just opened up this community that I was really needing being a new mom, and really disciplined me to make time in my busy life with my child to make time for myself.
I love that yoga makes you look at yourself and truly see what is right in your life. And if there's anything that's not right, makes you address it.
I mean, people talk about being in the zone, about being like they just get to a point where nothing else around them even matters. And I think in a yoga practice, that's what you're trying to achieve all the time.
And the 11 and under youth competition also exemplifies how the 2013 World Yoga Sport Championships helps children to better their lives and abilities by getting them involved with this sport at a young age.
Later on, when you start, that your flexibility level and your strength is so limited, and because we are keep fighting with a lot of other sports injuries, and at the same time we are going over with the stress in life. And I think yoga comes as a very much unique body-mind connection where you really stress, and we don't really understand kids go through that too, a lot of tremendous pressure in the society. As a parent, I know that. Yoga gives them that disciplined life and make them focused and balanced.
And there's no question it will take a supreme effort to win the title.
It will take someone who is flexible, strong, and also have a 20/20 sense of focus and balance, and someone who is able to connect with their mind, body and soul 100%, and you will be able to see it if you watch it.
You have to be extremely dedicated to your practice to win the yoga championships.
You have to be a little bit humble and a little bit inspiring. And I think that's what everybody here is trying to achieve. You know, it's not just, hey, look at my postures. It's, I hope it does something. I hope it inspires you to help change your life.
And this year's title in Los Angeles proved to be one of the most exciting and charismatic events in sports, with nearly 100 competitors from throughout the world joining together for the right to be known as a world champion.
When the adrenaline starts running and my palms start sweating, my heart's racing, endorphins, everything, I think it's a true test of my practice of yoga. If I can control my body, if I can control my mind, on the stage, under the lights, with camera, with audience, it's an interesting experience.
I think this whole movement of the yoga sport is going to change the way we look at sports. So I feel really proud to be a part of it.
The first thing about this is inspiring people to try to do yoga, because that's what we are doing. We all started here because we practice yoga and we love it so much that we decided to take it to the next level.
And regardless of the outcome, it's the camaraderie amongst competitors and the ability to reach one's maximum physical and mental state, which puts the 2013 World Yoga Sport Championships in a league of its own.
Meeting new friends, basically. I do it for the experience and also for meeting new friends and everything, yeah.
It becomes what we call in yoga a sangha, a family of people who come together to do yoga.
I absolutely feel more vibrant ever since I've been doing this yoga as a sport. I feel like the competition creates a community, so it feels kind of like an organized sport in the sense that we all get to know each other.
It's an inspiring event, and it's a community that just keeps growing and growing, so it's really nice to be a part of it.